main pool on the property, right next to the hotel registration check-in desk. They've got pool, they've got spa. It's 57 degrees out, raining off and on, overcast today, but I'm hitting you anyway, really because it's actually heated. Don't worry, even if it's cold out here, the pool is heated, you guys. You can enjoy it. Although there's the main pool and a hot tub over near the hotel front registration desk, more towards the center of the property, a little bit deeper back, next to the fitness center, they have a lap pool and a whole nother jacuzzi out here that's more private than the main one. Welcome to my deluxe executive king suite here at the Tuscany Suites and Casino just off the Las Vegas Strip. I got this 625 square foot suite for a list price of $49 on a Sunday. This is much more spacious than you're probably used to seeing a lot of your standard rooms on the Las Vegas Strip. It comes with a kitchen area, but not quite a kitchenette because there's no microwave. There is a refrigerator with an ice area. You do have pantries to store stuff, kitchen table for 2 people. You have a big open center space in here. It's 625 square feet. You've got a good amount of space, including this king size bed that it comes with. So plenty comfortable, plenty big. Aside from the dresser and the TV that it comes with, you have this space, which you could comfortably fit 3 people on this couch. You have another sofa there. You have your workstation here with your leather office chair for those of you that are going to be doing any business work and business travel while you're here in town. Over here, you do have your closet, which is nice that you can actually close it off. So it's an actual separate section for a closet, and it does come with your standard safe for all of your valuable items, but plenty of room here to hang clothes, particularly if you are coming for a convention or a conference. You do have this nice tall mirror right here, so that I am 6 feet 3 inches tall, and I can comfortably see my entire body in this mirror, right next to the bathroom. So the bathroom here, again, is gonna be bigger than even a lot of the standard rooms on the Strip, but you have a standalone shower, single sink. You have a bathtub here that's a pretty standard sized bathtub. It's only gonna be comfortable for 1 person to fit. But then you do have your toilet here with a separate door that closes it off for privacy.
I'd much rather do this.
There's multiple different hotel towers you can stay at when you're here. Mine is only 3 stories. I'm on the 2nd floor. We're gonna head back downstairs now to go get something to eat, check out the casino. I had one glaring issue when I got here that I'm gonna tell you guys about a little later after we do all the other fun stuff. Let's go. One thing that stood out to me when I came here to Tuscany was this gift shop that's open 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. They have your usual items like your sunscreen, your water bottles and snacks and stuff like that. But what I did not expect to find in here were like jewelry and watches and things they sell. They sell like $500 Batmobile inside this place. They have some nicer high-end things inside this little gift shop to go with all the other stuff that you would typically get at a Vegas gift store. Down here on the casino floor, a few things to give you guys an overview. They don't have any table games here, but they do have electronic craps, they have electronic roulette, they do have video poker at the bar. They also have probably about 300 or so slot machines for you to play. There's not a separate high limit area for it, but they do have like your Buffalo or your Dragon Link slots. You can go up to like $50 a bet. So you can go higher if you want, although there's not a separate high limit room for it. Not going through that again. Before getting ready to film this video, I had been in this place very few times, and one thing I noticed the other day, as well as right now as I stay here, this casino, this small casino, is one of the nicer, cleaner ones I have seen in the Vegas area. The seats are well maintained. There's not a bunch of holes in these seats when you're playing slots. The carpets are clean, the floors are clean, the air is clean in here. I'm in the smoking area and it's easy to breathe. They do have a non-smoking section too. That's one thing that completely stood out to me is how clean this small casino is. On the main floor of the property, they have several different dining options all near each other. They have their high-end option of the steakhouse, so if you want a nicer meal or if you're entertaining business clients, you can go there. They have a coffee shop. They also have two more affordable options right here on the casino floor. One is more of a sports bar type feel. The other one is this cafe called Marilyn's Cafe, and that's where we're gonna eat right now. Okay. Not just sat down. Inside here at Marilyn's Cafe, I went ahead and ordered the New York strip steak, 12 ounces, $26.95. It comes with a side of veggies, and I got a sweet potato. I was so glad to hear they had sweet potatoes. It also comes with some free bread, which I will be passing on the bread. They do give you some butter here as well as some brown sugar for the sweet potato. Also, one thing to note about this place, because I'm here on a Sunday, I missed one of their best specials they offer, which is a prime rib special. They typically do that Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If you ever want to try the prime rib, we're going to dive into this New York steak and see how it is. The fact that they even have sweet potatoes is totally awesome because most restaurants don't, and this is like my favorite source of carbs. They did a good job with this. Final thoughts on the food. So, the steak, I took care of business with that. That was good. I got it cooked medium. It was nice, had a little bit of crunch on the outside, but it was still juicy on the inside. I enjoyed it. Did not need to put any A1 sauce on it. So steak was delicious. I enjoyed the sweet potato. And as much as I love a good sweet potato, I didn't finish it because that's a lot of carbs. It's a good source of carbs, but it's still a lot. And the veggies, I think they put like some garlic or something on the veggies because man, I don't eat a ton of them, but they were tasty and I finished all of them. So also I did pass on the bread. Marilyn's Cafe is open 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you guys want to come down, grab a steak, grab prime rib. They serve breakfast all day. It was a good meal here at Tuscany. To give you guys a little bit better understanding of where we're at, you can see right over here is the Paris, Planet Hollywood. You can see Cosmo and Hilton Grand Vacations. Right near the Strip is where we are. And just this way, you can see the construction of F1 taking place. That is going to be absolutely huge when it gets here. If you're going to refer to this property as a hidden gem, then within that, this spot right here is a hidden gem. This fire pit they have just outside the registration desk near the steak house, right near another bar where they have live music playing right now. And overlooking the pool is this really cool spot. You can grab a drink, sit down, relax, enjoy yourself, and just totally unwind. On a cold night, this is even better because the flames will keep you warm. There's a spot right here downstairs, and they have another patio spot upstairs where there's no fire pit, but it's another place to get away from the crowd, escape, and just enjoy the quiet. It is that time where we talk about the cons, the pros, and do the employee shout-outs, and I got a really cool story for the employee shout-outs to share with you guys. So the biggest and most glaring con of staying at the Tuscany Suites when I came here was the check-in process. This makes life a lot easier. There is no option online to pay for early check-in. When I got here, there were dozens of people in line. And I was surprised. This was a Sunday, and most people are leaving Vegas on a Sunday. So I got in line, got on my phone. I said, oh yeah, they have mobile check-in. They emailed me to do mobile check-in. I fill all that out, take a picture of my ID, put it in there, and I go to the security. I say, hey, I just did mobile check-in. Where can I pick up my key? And he says, oh no, it's all one line. And I said, even if you did mobile check-in, everybody wasting the same line? He said, yeah. And he was nice enough to go check with the front desk and came back. He said, yeah, they said it's all one line. So there's no online, you can't pay to check in early. There's no actual mobile check-in for this place. And there's no kiosk either. So there's no kiosk for you to check yourself in. So basically it's one giant bottleneck at 3 p.m. during the check-in time for people to come here. And unfortunately, the front desk, they have 7 stations for employees to be working. They had 3 going while I was waiting in line. After I was in line about 30 to 35 minutes, they brought a 4th person out, and I was like, okay, good. They're gonna get the line moving a little faster. I got up there, about 40 to 45 minute wait, and by the time I was done checking in, they were back down to 3. So even the one person they brought out wasn't really an addition, it was just to trade someone else out. And there were still dozens of people waiting in line after I checked in. So that part, that's probably the worst check-in experience I've seen so far here in Las Vegas. I don't know why they set it up that way to bottleneck like that, because it's really not a good first experience for the customer, and it's not setting the front desk staff up for success either. So the good news is once you get past that part though, way more positives about this place. Another thing that people might consider to be a con is this is off the strip. It's only half a mile, but it's just off the strip. It's also a smaller property, so there's only so many food and entertainment options here. And then the big one that a lot of people hate was the fees and the taxes. So the room was listed for $49, but fees and taxes were $50. They were more than the room, so it pushed it up to about $100 total out the door. The pros of staying here, very close to the strip. It's very close to the airport as well. Less congested than being on the strip, so it's much easier to get in and out of here, especially if you're gonna be taking an Uber, Lyft, taxi, or something like that. And it's also close to the convention center for a lot of you business people that are coming here on a conference. They have free self-parking and free valet. Hey, that's awesome. They have both of those here that you can enjoy. Cleanliness of the property, wow. This place, from the halls of the registration desk to the casino floor to the machines themselves to the pool to even the room itself, this place is very well maintained. You come here, you're going to see what I'm talking about. They also have both mid-range and high-end food options. They do have a lounge here as well with live music and one other small venue that they have shows in. They do have a patio with a fire pit that's really cool, especially at nighttime. And they also have another level above the fire pit, a second level that overlooks the pool area. Great place to go and, just have some quiet time and just some solitude to yourself. When it comes to the ages of people here, I saw very few children. So if you're someone who does not like to see kids at properties in Vegas, I saw about 4 teenagers and 4 preteens that I would say. Also, when I noticed, when I was waiting in line to check in, I would say comfortably that over half of the people waiting in line to check in here looked like they were 50 plus. So a little bit older crowd that stays here. The casino floor here is also not nearly as loud or as noisy. I noticed that in here. It's a smaller property, so smaller casino, but man, it's not nearly as loud, nearly as crazy and chaotic as so many casino floors you're gonna see, especially the big properties here in the Vegas area. Talking about the area here, okay? One thing that's unique about this area just off the strip is that you have multi-million dollar office buildings across the street. You've got some serious luxury condos, also some high-end steakhouses right here in this area. But many locals will tell you that the areas like just outside the strip are generally not that nice. So, and there are some signs of that. There's some signs the area is not so great. You know, you might see a fair amount of trash on the ground in this area. People living in tents, unfortunately. You'll see some tagging. You may see some broken glass bottles on the sidewalk, like right outside this property. You're also, another thing too, is you're near the tunnels underground. I've done content on that before. You know, if you've been in those tunnels like I have, you've talked to the people who live there, you will know that a lot of people there are battling serious drug addictions. So this area here, you have people who enter and exit those tunnels. You know, you're not going to be aware of what is inside that person's system or the mental state that person is. I was talking to one employee about the area that this property is in, and this guy did not waste 1 second saying, oh yeah, this is a bad area. But what I gotta say is all those things, all those elements that I'd mentioned earlier, none of them are present here on this property. Absolutely none. One good indicator of this was actually over at the gift shop here in the property. So inside this gift shop, they sell jewelry, they sell watches, they have wine bottles just out in the open. Out in the open, you can just go pick it up off the shelf and walk it up, you know, to the counter, which is different than like certain Walgreens or CVS on the strip where they have the alcohol locked away within the store because they have so many issues with people stealing. So that tells you two things about this place. One, the demographic who stays here, and two, the quality of security here on this property. So even with all that stuff that happens outside of this property, it does not make it onto the property here itself. Now, who is this property best for? Definitely business travelers. If you're a business traveler near the convention center, near the strip, they got a really cool coffee shop you can work out of here. They do got a nice high-end restaurant if you have to entertain clients or something like that. The live music here is cool. It's a little more mellow than some of the other spots on the strip. Families, you know, they do got pool here, but it's probably not the best family spot. So, you know, if you're a couple, this can be, again, a great little spot just off the strip if you like that kind of thing. Employee shout outs. So I've got several to do here. One, shout out to a security guard here named Thornton. He was the guy in the lobby who was really cool and checked on the whole mobile check-in process that didn't exist really here. So he had to deliver the bad news. He did a good job delivering that. Front desk agent when I checked in was Kevin. He was super cool. Towel boy out here at the pool was John. It was overcast that day and, you know, it's kind of a tough day to be working out here. Shout out to Myra, who was in housekeeping and doing linens. She was really awesome. Lazaro was my server at Marilyn's Cafe, so shout out to Lazaro from El Salvador. Also the supervisor at Marilyn's Cafe. Also the one security I spoke to here who had questions about the filming I was doing because they don't get a lot of people on this place probably who do any kind of filming, so like, you know, the big resorts do. And the story I have to tell you guys, and this shout out goes to an employee here named Jamarcus who works the valet. I was talking to him out front, super cool dude, and I was actually getting ready to leave the property. I was getting ready to go park my car, and there's an elderly man who was up to the wrong car. He walked up to this Uber that was not his, and he kept trying to open the passenger door, and the Uber driver was looking like, why is this guy trying to get in my car? And the older gentleman didn't understand that it was not his car. He was confused. So Jamarcus, dude, like, sprinted over there. He was like, brother, hey brother, no, you got the wrong car, man. And actually put his arm around the guy, walked him to the proper car that was his. That was super cool. I tried to catch as much as I could on camera because it was such a great moment, but shout out to Jamarcus, man. That was pretty awesome.